Great. Welcome everybody to this webinar that you joined in to hear more about the general engineering programs from Técnico Lisboa and how that can shape your future in engineering. Now, how that works, you're going to hear in the next 45 minutes or so. My name is Luc Mulling, I'm the moderator of today, and we have two great presenters lined up for you in Lisboa. So we're going over to them in just a minute. Just a couple of things to make sure you know how to interact with us, because we try to make it as interactive as possible. And I already saw that some people were writing where they're logging in from in the chat, so that's great to see. By all means, do that. Thanks for that. If you have any questions, do write them in the panel called questions next to it. So you'll find it right there, and we make sure we answer them at the end. Also, I'll be opening up a couple of poll questions. Actually, I'm going to start opening up one right now, just to get to know you a little bit better. For example, what do you find the most important in selecting a university program? So let us know. And last but not least, we have a little fun button at the bottom of the screen where you click on React. You can give us a reaction just to interact with us and make it a bit more interactive as well. And exactly, those are the ones we like to get those. So by all means, do that. And without further ado, we're going over to the presenters. As mentioned, they are already set up. We're going, first of all, over to Agatha Nicolau, and also the student Eric will join, and they will introduce themselves. So go ahead, Agatha.
Well, hello, everybody. It's very nice being with you today, and thank you for watching and for your interest in coming to study to Técnico Lisboa in Portugal. As Luc has briefly introduced me, I'm Agatha Nicolau. I'm the head of the International Admissions Office here at the school, and today I will be presenting to you a few opportunities for you to come and study with us, focusing mainly on our general engineering program, which is a bachelor program fully taught in English. With me, I have Eric, which is our student here at the engineering school. He will be able to introduce himself as well. He's in his third year of computer science and engineering bachelor degree. So Eric, would you like to say hi and introduce yourself briefly?
Well, hello everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Eric Mudami. As I'm sure you've heard, I am originally from Kenya, and I'm currently in my third year of my bachelor's in computer science and engineering here at Técnico. Well, about me, I study, and it's small per time. I do help here and there in terms of being a scholarship holder here at Técnico.
Thank you, Eric. So without further ado, we will start our presentation. Please, as just Luc told us, send us your questions. I'll make sure to answer all of them at the end, and also to leave our contacts if you have further questions at the end. So, shaping your future in engineering, why should you choose to study in Portugal, Lisbon? So, as you might know, Lisbon is the capital city of Portugal, and it's still widely unknown for several international students that we have a very, very high quality education, and at the same time a very affordable education. We are very well ranked, not only nationally, not only at European scale, but also worldwide. Um, Also, we are a very, very old country. Not the oldest, but one of the oldest, I would say, and a brave one who conquered the world. So this made us, since the beginning, be a very multicultural country. So our environment here is very diverse, and everybody will speak English. If not, they will try at least a few words, and with body language and pointing, they will help you out. Of course, our strategic location helped us in discovering the world. And it still helps us today because we are very well connected to all European cities, and as well as regular or daily flights to all over the world. Our most quality, I would say, is the weather, even though I'm wearing a big sweater today, which is not normal. We have a great climate. Today for us is cold. Don't take it as an insult if you're from somewhere really cold, let's say northern countries. But here it's around 15 degrees and we're very cold. So you can see that here the mild climate is always present, along with the sunshine that it's all over the year. Then again, we are a hub of opportunities now for all careers, mainly for careers in science, engineering, technology. So this is a good opportunity for you to take. So just explaining to you a little bit of who we are. We are one of the 19 schools of the University of Lisbon. We are the School of Engineering, and although our name is Técnico Lisboa, it's not a technical degree, it's a higher degree, higher diploma that you will get in the end. The University of Lisbon currently has 19 different schools with 9 campuses spread all over the city of Lisbon. We offer more than 550 programs, along with more than 50,000 students. So as you can see, we are very big. We are throughout the whole city, and with facilities as well throughout the city. And Eric, I would like, before moving forward, please let me know how your experience has been so far living in Portugal and experience the facilities of the university.
Well, living in Portugal has been a very interesting experience. When I first arrived, everything felt new language, new systems, new culture. And of course, that comes with its own challenges, but over time, it has become home. If you ask me now if I can imagine my life not in Portugal, it's quite difficult. I really can't. I appreciate the balance Portugal brings. As Agatha said, the weather is something, perhaps something small in the grand scheme of things, but something that just gives you its own comfort. You're looking at the food, the weather, the people, especially the people. You're coming to Portugal means meeting friendly people who are always happy to help, who are always happy to have a small conversation at the bus stop, at the metro, One of the biggest challenges, I can say, because it's not all sunshine and roses, is Portuguese bureaucracy. But I think everyone in their own countries has faced bureaucracies, government bureaucracies, and you just learn to make it part of your daily life.
Thank you, Eric. That was really nice. And let me know that we are here. Let you know already that we are here to help you with all bureaucracies and difficulties. So don't be afraid of that as well. So moving on with our presentation. It's also important to let you know that our School of Engineering, Science, Technology, and Architecture is more than 100 years old, and only our school has more than 12,000 students. And we are offering more than 80 degrees. This goes for bachelor degrees, master degrees, and PhDs, as well as postdocs and research positions. Currently, we have more than 1,000 professors and researchers as well, and all of them work very closely with students at all times. Our School of Engineering has 3 different campuses. The one where we are right now that you can see in our backs is the main campus. It's the Alameda campus, which is right located in the heart of Lisbon. So we are very central, very well connected through metro, bus, I don't know, bicycle, everything if you want to walk as well, even though Lisbon has 7 different hills, so it's up and down all the time, but it's quite nice. South of Lisbon, let's say around 15 kilometers south of Lisbon, very close to the sea, we have the Tagus Park campus, which is the entrepreneurial campus, and north of Lisbon, around 15 to 20 kilometers as well, we have the technological and nuclear campus. Very recently, I would say maybe a bit more than a year ago, here very close to the Alameda campus, we opened the Technical Innovation Center, which is a 24/7 space for students to study and to do projects if they want, and everything is ready for them, as well as the exhibitions, shows, classes. So, Eric, as from the student perspective, what's your experience at the Alameda campus and at TIC?
Well, let's begin with a place where it's sort of like a second home, which is TIC. Regarding TIC, it has been one of the highlights because it exposes us to real innovation and applied technology. It's a place where ideas become tangible and you meet other like-minded individuals with which you can bring these dreams to life. It's open 24 hours. A place open 24 hours. I don't know about how it is in other places, but for me, it's basically when projects are on, there is a deadline tomorrow and we need to work as a group, TIC is the place to be. And not only is it a study place, it's home, it's always hosting international exhibitions, conferences, such as student fairs, and just a bit of, I'm not too sure if a year has passed, but we made the Guinness Book World Records as the largest programming class at TIC. As a computer science student, that just kind of makes me super happy. And for Alameda is it's a high intensity campus. You feel the academic pressure. You feel that you're among the best of the best, not only in the country in terms of Portugal, but in Europe and the world. Here you meet other smart individuals who push you beyond your limits. So definitely those two places are where challenges force you to grow. Being here makes you grow.
Perfect. Thank you, Eric. So this is a little bit of life in campus will be for you and the experience you will have as well. So moving on to our bachelor degrees, we offer a wide range, around 19 different bachelor degrees in all fields of study related to engineering, science, technology, and architecture. But it was announced today, we will focus on the general engineering program, which is a brand new program that will launch in September 2026, our intake, and it will be the first. So it will be the first bachelor program fully taught in English, and it's very, very eager to be successful. Just so you know, whether you're a national or an international student, you will always need to present your entrance exams. So it means the exams that make you access higher education in your home country, and depending on which degree you are applying to, you will have to have these exams. So for general engineering, as you may see here, you will need physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So for the general engineering degree, it's the undergraduate program that provides, let's say, breadth and depth across a range of engineering topics, and that will prepare future engineers to understand the natural global changes and consider the human dimensions of technology, help the communication to be more effective, and be aware at the same time, being aware of cultural differences and engaging lifelong learning experience. So the high quality of this training, which combines basic engineering sciences with computational, sorry, I have a problem with this word, computational thinking, will prepare graduates to for the practice of engineering in future societies and in the world. So the course offers a very high curriculum flexibility that gives students the responsibility to select pathways that match their preferences and interests. So it's safe to say that whatever is your interest, you can do your own pathway throughout your degree. This undergraduate program, so this bachelor degree, general engineering, is fully taught in English. This is very important for you to know. This is a program that has a duration of 6 semesters, so 3 years, and it's equivalent to 180 ECTSs. Be aware as well that we only have here at Técnico 1 intake per year, always start in September, and each academic year goes from September to July. Applications run backwards, so applications always start in January, but we will go there in a second. So throughout the course, each student will personalize their education path by selecting the weight they want to assign to each available curricular unit, so discipline. This means from the very, very beginning. So students will have the flexibility to attend classes in a non-linear order, accumulating credits across 6 different categories, and I'll have to read them. So it's basic science, engineering, common core, projects, internships and seminars, engineering electives and minors, computational thinking, and humanity, arts, and social sciences curricular units. So as you can see, this is very broad. It's very, let's say, MIT related, I would even say. It's very similar how they do things there, because you can choose what's your interest in, and not be tied to a path or a curricula that was already designed. You can design it yourself. So as I told you before, you will always need the exams for your admission requirements of mathematics, physics, and chemistry. And I will show you everything of how you have to enter and to get your admission accepted, whether you're an international or a national student, because this might be tricky somehow in Portugal. So moving back to that, an international student for us in Portugal means that it's a student coming from outside European Union. So it's not a European Union citizen, doesn't have the nationality of one of the member states of the European Union. Also that even though they do not have the nationality of an European Union country, they haven't been living legally in Portugal for more than 2 years, as well as not being married to an European citizen, or neither your parents, neither your mom or your dad, are European citizens if you are under 23. But before moving forward on this, Eric, how has been your international student experience here at Técnico?
Being an international student at Técnico comes with its own challenges. I think anywhere you're adapting to a new country, new culture, as I said. I mentioned earlier in the beginning that I'm from Kenya, so definitely not a place where we speak Portuguese. So coming here, I had to force myself to not only learn a new language, interact with students, my friends, in a language that is not my own, but I can now call my own in the beginning. So in the beginning, it's hard, but with time, you learn not only to adapt, but to manage everything more confidently, not only understanding how things work, even more than others, because you're a new student, you're in a new country, so you're eager, you're curious about everything and anything. So you start understanding how things work, who to ask for help, where to go for help, how to balance studies with life, because once again, you're in a new country. You're not only going to be buried in books. Sometimes you want to go take a tour around Lisbon. Sometimes you want to go to Porto for the weekend and come back. So how to balance studies with life, and how to build connections with your colleagues, with your friends, with your professors. It's not always easy, but it's definitely a rich experience, and one that pushes you to grow.
Thank you, Eric. Awesome as always. I would like to make a confidence here, which is or a comment. Eric's been here for a little bit over 2 years. However, he speaks better Portuguese than I do, which is amazing. And I'm raised and born in Portugal, so you can see how much of a good example Eric is of an international student, and I'm very proud. So moving on with our presentation as well. For your, if you are an international student, I'm very happy to let you know that we already are accepting, when I say we, it's not the school, it's the law itself in Portugal to access higher education. So we can accept the national high school's exams from your home country. We can accept the IB, the A levels, Abitur, and AP exams. Okay, and if your exams are not listed above, or if you're unsure of if they are eligible, just contact us, reach out to us, and we will do all the necessary work with you for you to understand how you can apply and how easy it will be. For sure it will be easy, and we'll always find a way to help you in the most possible way. Moving on about our application deadlines, even if you're not thinking of applying already this year and you're still doing your research, you can take this dates and these deadlines under consideration, because usually it's always under the same dates. Okay, and here we don't have yet a third call, because it will be depending on if we have vacancies left. So if you are applying, please don't forget and bear in mind, mark it on your calendars, that the applications will already start on the 2nd of January. And this goes for international students. Okay, for national students, it's a little bit different, but I will tell you already about that in 2 or 3 slides more. And for your application as an international student, everything is really easy. Your application will be fully done online. We have our application platform, and all the documents you will need are in your desk already, I believe so, or even in your pocket, because what you will need is your ID. So by ID at this moment, we are talking about passports. Okay, your curriculum vitae, your grades from your high schools, and the grading scale used by the high school you attended, and a statement under oath that proves, and where you will prove that you are eligible to apply as an international student, declaring that you do not hold an European Union nationality. Okay, so every application has a cost, so you will have to pay the application fee as well. And talking about costs, here is the annual tuition fees for international students, and it is always divided. So 7,000 euros per year for school. Okay, once you're accepted, once you get accepted in the degree you applied for, in order to reserve your vacancy, your spot, and to receive your admissions letter, you will have to make a deposit already of 2,000 euros, which will be deducted on the 7,000 on the first year. The remaining 5,000 can be paid in 10 monthly soft payments throughout the academic year. And one thing that we're very proud of, and it's part of the culture here at Técnico Lisboa, is to give back to society and to help the development of society. Not only doing research and development by itself, but in a way that it can make the world a better place. And for that, we have the possibility of reducting this annual tuition fee. And this reduction can go up to 50%. So it will always depend on your academic performance. But it's very usual that students do get this. And this is not just blah, blah, blah. It's the truth. And proving this is Eric's situation. Eric, do you want to share with us your situation?
As someone from a humble background, once again, from Kenya, so you're definitely thinking our currency is not as strong as the euros, so it's very daunting once faced with the reality of paying the 7,000 euros. I was very excited to join Técnico. I went through the application process, submitted all the documents that you have been shown, and I was accepted. I managed to travel here. At the time, I will admit I had not done my research, so I did not know of the possibility of the fee reduction. I remember going to the admissions office and telling them my situation, that it's going to be very, very hard to make the 7,000 euro payment. And they informed me and guided me through the process of the fee reduction. And in both years that I applied, I was able to get the whole 50%. The fee reduction is up to 50%. So I was able to get the whole 50%. And that's something that made me less stressed and more able to focus on my education. It truly makes Técnico more accessible and inclusive for students from humble backgrounds like myself.
Thank you, Eric. And I really want to see your reactions on this, because this means that Eric is he's a very, very good student here, which is and we are a quite demanding school. So thumbs up and props for Eric for that. Yes, I'm a proud mama, I would say, because I take them as my children as well. So moving on. Also, it's important for you to know that for the best 14 students admitted for bachelor degrees, we have student residences rooms for them. So we will rank by the entry mark these candidates, and will offer a spot. But if this candidate is not able to secure this vacancy at the student dorm, we will also provide support in finding accommodation as well. So don't worry, just fight for your best grades so you can be at the student dorm. But if not, we will help you as well. Well, and as promised, if you are a Portuguese or an European Union student, you are not left out. You can also apply for this general engineering degree, but in a different way. You will have to apply directly with our direction of national admissions to higher education, this legal department that will do the whole process of admission. If you are studying in Portugal, you know that you will have to take the Portuguese exams at the entrance exams at the end of your high school. Or if you're studying outside Portugal but in the European Union, you may use IB, for instance, or the national exams that you took. Be aware that, again, you will always have to respect the disciplines, the courses that I mentioned in the beginning. For the general engineering degree, it's always chemistry, mathematics, and physics, okay? More than this, For all students, regardless of being international or a national student, the good news is that we have tons of international opportunities. So we have agreements, more than 500 agreements, international agreements with top universities worldwide, meaning that you can go for a period of studies abroad in over 50 countries. You can go to China or to Brazil or to the United States or even to Australia. So we are covering the four corners of the world, even though it's a round world, but you can go anywhere. And we also have the opportunity for students to make double degrees in more than 11 countries at this moment. And this means that at the end of the degree, you will have 2 diplomas from 2 different top universities. So Técnico Lisboa, University of Lisbon, and another university that you chose to go. And we have more than 26 agreements at this time for you to choose from. And I'm saying all these things, and of course, rankings are rankings, and everybody will choose the best rankings where they're better positioned. But as you can see, we are ranked as the best school of engineering in Portugal. We are among the best in Europe and in the world. And even some fields of study, we are among the first 10 in Portugal, in Europe, and among the 50th first in the world, which is something very good. Regarding the job market, we have 100% of employability rate at this moment, and even before ending the degree, the students are offered several job offers. Eric, how many job offers have you received so far?
Well, if I started counting, I wouldn't be able to really cover them with both my hands, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, that is. One thing that surprised me at Technical is how early the opportunities started appearing. I began receiving job offers already in my second year. Now I'm in my third, and I'm not an exception. Many students experience this. I have many friends, I have many colleagues who, my older colleagues at the time, I found were working and coming to school at the same time, working for big companies. Obviously, I won't mention the names, but international and national companies, multinationals. During, as I mentioned before, TIC is host to many job fairs. Through these job fairs, you're able to expose yourself to all these companies. You find them coming there. You're able to meet with individuals, past alumni who have already worked there, who are already working there and have studied here at Technical. And it's an opportunity like no other. I don't think there is any engineering school, university, I can't really call it school, university, that does this, where you're able to not only get the jobs, internships in your time as a student, and gain experience and learn at the same time. Truly unlike any other.
Thank you, Eric. And thank you for sharing with us. That's surprising. I didn't even know that. So, that you had so many job offers already. It was very spontaneous question, and I was now very surprised. Wow. So another good tip for you to come to Técnico is talking to Eric. He can tell you what's good and what's bad. So But anyway, another good thing about Técnico is what can we do apart from studying? Is there anything else we can do? And yes, of course there is. We have a lot of what we call the technical lifestyle. So we have several student groups from engineering to sports. You can have it all. We have a lot of festivals, barbecues, but I'll let you talk about the lifestyle at Técnico, Eric, because I think you know it more than me. I was not a student here at Técnico, so can you tell us about that, please?
Well, if you've watched high school movies or, well, university movies like I back in Kenya, I think when you come to Técnico, you're normally thinking it can't really be like this, right? And you come and it really can be like that. When you talk about, for example, when you come here, your first contact with the student's life is the prash. I'm not sure many know, but the Harry Potter gear took inspiration from the prash here in Portugal, which is something I didn't know before I came here. The prash is basically, how can I say, it's a group where you're able to, all freshmen, you're able to meet freshmen and the older, the veterans, shall we say, who basically they induct you into student life. You're able to do fun events, think small things like playing with water balloons, playing with shouting, singing, going through the streets of Lisbon singing. Another big part is the Arraial, which is the biggest student festival, not only in Portugal, but in Europe. And the barbecues. The barbecues. I don't think you can't get better than Lisbon.
Now I'm jealous of not being a student anymore. That's the truth. I think you should invite me to go as well, Eric. So we won't bother you more. I hope we're not being boring and you're not feeling bored. But just two more pieces of information, which is the cost of life of living here in Portugal. So you have just a broad idea of what you can expect. Accommodation is a challenge. However, please note that at the International Admissions Office is here and has several protocols to help all students find affordable and good accommodation. If you're under 23 years old, please know that you will not pay to ride the public transport, so metro, bus, tram, it's for free. And if you're moving to Portugal, and if you don't drink coffee, please also be aware that you will start drink coffee and not regular coffee, espresso. We're top on that. I would say even better than the Italians. Shh, don't say that I said that. No. And so at the International Admissions Office, we will help you not only with the lodging, but we provide support to the entire international community. So we will help you through choosing your degree, doing your application, and then trying to help you with from things that are lodging, visas, accommodation, opening bank accounts, the bureaucracies that even Eric was mentioning in the beginning to get your tax identification number, all of that, and even helping with your the renewing of your residence permits here in Portugal. We also provide, and Eric did not mention that because I think we have to take a look at our events. There might be not so fun as I thought, because we are promoting activities as well for international students, so nobody is alone. And in focus groups and international cafes that you can make friends and connections everywhere. Last but not least, here is our team. So both Eric and I think you know us quite well by now. But all our team is eager to help you and will go above and beyond to do everything they can to receive you here at Técnico Lisboa. So we have Joana Velez, Graça Pereira, Ana Luísa Santos, and Maria José Ferrão, along with Eric Muthami and me, Agatha Nicolau. This was a pleasure being with you today. Drop us an email, a WhatsApp, follow us on social media. We're here for you to help you in every way we can. And thank you for the opportunity to hearing us and look of hosting us. Thank you.
Great, thanks already from my side as well. And this is the moment we're getting over to the questions for the audience. So that's where I come back in. But I think a lot of information has already been shared and it was very useful. Yeah, just to mention for people that are watching a recording, I know these days a lot of people do. So if you're watching, you can actually also interact in all the different ways that I was mentioning. So you can also still write your questions. Now we cannot answer them live here, of course, but we can send them through to the staff of Agatha, basically, and her colleagues that were just shown. So they'll still be able to answer you probably by email. All right, so we got some questions in. Ronald, to start with, was asking, I want to know how much it costs, including books and accommodation. So you did give an overview about living costs. Maybe something specific about books or accommodation in that sense as well?
Okay, so as I told you before, the tuition fees does not cover accommodation, does not cover books and study materials. I would say that more than the tuition fees, it depends on the accommodation you're looking for. If it's a full flat, if it's just a room, or if you get a place in the student dorm. So it can go from a range of 200 to, I don't know, 5,000. It depends how much of a billionaire you are at the moment, and of what. Sorry, something is ringing here. Of what you wish to choose. But I would say that in average for accommodation, you wouldn't go above 650 euros per month, and that's already a very, very good place. And for books throughout the year, I would say around 200. That would be to cover the whole year, because we have several libraries where you can also have a lot of study materials, and we have a lot of online books and study materials as well.
Great. Okay, those were good answers. Thank you very much. I hope that answered the question as well for Ronald. Otherwise, let us know. Augusto was asking, how is the process of getting accepted for the program? So you did mention the application process, but I don't know if there's anything else you can say about the exception.
Sure. So once you get admitted, you submit all your documents throughout the application. Then the application is analyzed by the degrees coordinators. And if you get admitted, you will have to pay the vacancy reservation, as I explained before, and you will receive, if you're an international student, I don't know whether this question comes from an international or a national student. So if you're from outside the European Union, this is the path that you will know that you're admitted. You will pay the vacancy reservation, and then you will get the admissions letter. And with the admissions letter and with our help and support, you will go to the closest Portuguese embassy of where you live and get your visa to come to Portugal. In this meantime, while you still don't get your visa, you will prepare to move to Portugal, and we will help you with the process of finding accommodation and preparing all the bureaucracies and documents that you will need to bring from your home country.
Great. Thank you. Question from Ronald. So again, what are the job prospects for engineering in Europe in general? Do you know about that?
Well, is there any other career than engineering that is not growing as much? I don't think so. We're in the moment where AI, where robotics, where everything is connected and we need to develop it, whether if it's to have drinkable water in places that do not have enough water for the citizens, or if it's for launching space shuttles. So on everything, you will need an engineering in every field of engineering. So I would say that jobs in Europe at this moment for engineers are popping. And as well, it's very important that I tell you that the degree of Técnico Lisboa, as it is an European diploma, is recognized in the 28 countries of the European Union. So you will be able to work in any of the 28 countries in the European Union.
Great. So that's a good addition. Thank you. And I hope that answered that question for Ronald. And a question from Duru. How easy do you find it of taking a loan, possibly for studies?
Well, we do not work exactly as the United States for student loans, and I know that's the big example. You can get a loan from a bank, however, you will have to have history with this bank in Portugal already. So I would say that for the first year, it might not be as easy, but for the further years, it would help. But one thing that we have is a pool of companies, associations that have scholarships for students, and they pay for the students' tuition fees. So you can apply to that as well, and it's quite helpful. And also, just like as Eric working at the university, Eric is not only our international student, he does a job as a scholar with us at the International Admissions Office. So he earns enough to pay his tuition fees and to go partying every day, because I can see his face in the morning. So yeah, he's partying every day.
All right. So next question from Ankit. I am bad in math. Is that a problem?
Well, this might sound bad, but I'm not that good in math myself. I think in high school I wasn't that good, at least to myself. I wasn't too good in math, but I came here and I found myself on a similar level to my classmates who were all good in math. We all had to learn together. I think what is important is, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to commit yourself? Go to the professor if you feel that you're not understanding something in class. Técnico is one of the best universities. All the professors are approachable. Go to them, tell them, I don't understand this math topic. Can you please help me? You're ready to help. Take it from me.
Perfect. Thank you. Hope that helped for those people that are wondering about the math. So thanks a lot. And yeah, I see the thumbs
And
up. So I hope that helped. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, look, but it's not only about math. Any other discipline, any other course that you feel that you're thriving, go up to the professors, talk to them. We even have tutors and mentors that will help you. And if the professor has to stay longer with you in class, he will stay, and he will tell you what his office hours are and receive you and giving you like private tutoring, and it's all for free. So
Great. Thank you. That's good to hear. I see the thumbs up there as well. So great. Question from Javier. If I'm in a senior year but not yet graduated, can I apply? And he asked because if you require a high school diploma.
well, we would have to look closely at your situation, but as a broad question, I would say you would need to have already your high school diploma for sure and your exams taken. Okay. But Javier, will you please write us an email or in WhatsApp, and we can have a look at your situation and see if there's something we can do, because it also depends when your academic year ends, where you're from, because as we have different calls for applications, maybe not in the first round, but the second or the third can work for you. So we would help you and advise you in the best way. Is that okay?
Let us know. And otherwise, we hope to hear from you, Javier. He did have another question. So does Eric study the general engineering program?
Well, as I tried to explain before, the general engineering program is starting in September 2026. So it will be our first cohort. It's brand new. So Eric is studying computer science and engineering, and he is in the third year. Yeah.
And
So I certainly do wish I would have had the opportunity to take general engineering. Sounds exciting. Having the choice to pick your pathway and do it in English as well.
Thank you. Javier was adding, are all engineering program 3 years?
Yes, so bachelor programs in Europe, because of the Bologna Convention, are all 3 years, and then the master programs are 2 years. So it's 3 years for all bachelor programs. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see if we received any further questions. And yeah, there was another question from Ankit that came in. How about student clubs, for example, sports?
Well, there are many clubs. You're spoiled for choice. There is the basketball, there is football, there is futsal, which is indoor football, that is. You're looking at tennis, there is swimming. Any sports you're interested in, Técnico has it for sure. There is even the rugby club. Other than sports, you have the security team, which is the cybersecurity. For those who are interested in computer science, you have the robotics club. You have a club where you're able to take projects and build different things. Basically, a club just to build and practice your skills. Many different clubs. Even you have the aeronautical club, which is for rockets. You're able to not only be a part of building rockets, there is the technical solar boat, which is something innovative, a boat powered by solar power. You're spoiled for choice. I can talk about it all day if you give me the opportunity.
All right. Well, if you want, we can leave the session open for the rest of the day, and you will go ahead with the students. But no, just kidding. So basically, that's great to hear. So there's a lot of options. And yeah, so I hope that helped all of you. I did just open up a last polling question, and that was to see what kind of information you're still looking for. The one winning right now is housing. I do think you talked about that, but I don't know if there's something you want to add about housing.
Well, it's always let's say a complicated matter, because not only are you moving to a different country, you're mostly booking something without seeing it most of the times. So what we are providing our students is that we have protocols with several private companies that have student accommodations, and that we visit, we certified as good, and we have special rates for our students. So discounts are in order. So this is the best way we can guarantee quality at the best price, and to make sure our students are well lodged and accommodated, as well as for the small amount of spots we have in the student dorm.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for that information. And with that, I think there's no further questions at this stage, so we can slowly round off the session. Yeah, there's nothing. So I have a last polling question for the audience. So we want to now ask you to grade us. Yes, you can tell us how we did. So I'll put it on the screen, and you see there the little poll with 5 being awesome. So thanks to let us know how you feel the session was, and any feedback you may have through the chat, of course. And yeah, we're already getting some thank yous, so that's great to see. With that, I think slowly we can then run off the session. Maybe a last word over to Agatha to let us know, yeah, to finalize the session and wrap it up. I see Agatha got frozen. So I think we lost maybe her. So then in that case, we'll finish off the session. Well, thanks everyone from my side anyway, for everybody that has joined. And we hope it was useful. And we're going to finish with a little video for studying abroad. And hopefully this will help you study abroad next year in Lisbon. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Relax, the world is wide. Close your eyes, take a mental ride. Classrooms in Paris, libraries in Milan. Where do you want to stand when the day dawns? Is it Dublin's green or Barcelona's sun? Pick your place, the journey's begun. The study abroad portal, yeah. Dreaming, live it anywhere. The study abroad.